Hi, I'm Sensei Wardell. Welcome back to the third episode of Change Your Mind, Change Your Body, Martial Arts Fitness by Bushido Karate. I decided to take it outside, still a little crisp, but the sun is shining. It gives me a lot more room to show you what we need to go over. So in episodes 1 and 2, we did an upper block, we did a down block, we did knee kick, and we did groin kick. Let's start to learn how to use a fist. And you have to learn how to make a fist. You're going to start with both palms out. You want to curl in from your pinkies, and when you get all your 4 fingers nice and tight, secure them in with your thumbs. Now, you want to turn it over. If you open your hands right now, your palms are going to be facing down. Let's turn them up, make that fist, hold it in tight with the thumbs, and turn it over. Now, if your wrists are bent, when you open up your palms, they're going to be facing forward. You want your palms to be facing down. Turn it up. Make that fist. Turn it over. You should feel a nice stretch in your wrist. If your wrist is bent, you're not going to feel the stretch. And that's also not a correct punch. So make sure you can feel that stretch in your wrist. Go to attention and to that ready stance. Hands are up, knees are bent, push your right leg out, hands come down. So your knees are going to remain bent. You don't want to arch your back too much. You really want to maybe tuck your rear end just a little bit and make sure your heels are off the mat. Bring both hands out. You're going to bring your right hand back to our chamber. Make sure your elbow is nice and tight to your body. I want to show you the wrong way so that you can check yourself. If your elbow is out here, that's the wrong way. Bring your elbow in nice and tight. And we're going to switch. And when we switch, rub those elbows against your rib cage. What we're doing now is a traditional punch to the solar plexus. Keep that left hand out. Your solar plexus is right here. That's where you want to aim for. Slowly go. Nice, with tension, and make sure your wrist is nice and tight. You want to be hitting with these first 2 knuckles right here. Again, a bent wrist, not on a punch. Make sure that wrist is nice and tight. And we'll do it 2 more times. Now, when you pull back, you're twisting at the wrist. Right now, both fists are up. You twist it at the end, that gives it the power. Now punches can be to the face, to the solar plex, and towards the groin. Those are 3 very vulnerable parts of the body. So let's do 1 to the solar plexus, 1 to the chin, 1 to the groin. Solar plexus, chin, groin. Solar plexus, chin, groin. And back to attention. Ready. Let's start again, the same position, both hands out. Now this time I want you to lift them up to temple height. That is the side of your eyes. This technique is called a hammer fist to the temple. Turn your palms over again. This is the part of the fist that you want to hit with, the side right here. Turn them back. Bring them up temple height. The left arm is going to cross. Now, you want to make sure that you pull that elbow across, not here, tight. And we're going to strike with the left hand. Right hand comes back to the chamber. Let's try it again. Right hand out, temple height, left hand crosses, and strike. Fix again. Elbows are nice and tight together, and strike. Now to switch sides, just bring that left arm towards the center, right arm crosses all the way across, and strike. This left hand is back to your chamber, nice and tight. Fix. Strike. Make sure you do this with tension. That's how you're going to learn it. Fix. And strike. Nice and tight. At ease. And add attention. Not all techniques are done from a ready stance. So the next stance you're going to learn is called a defensive stance. We're going to go to a defensive stance from a ready stance. Ready? And bring those elbows in. Remember, we've been talking about holding those ski poles, right? Now you know how to make a proper fist. Hold those ski poles with a proper fist. Slide your left leg back, straight back. Bring it up again. So you're in that ready stance. Ski poles are out. Slide it back. In again. Slide it back. Turn your heels out and turn your body almost sideways, about 45-degree angle. Both those hands are going to come out, so if you had ski poles, they would be facing forward. See where the positioning of the fists are? They're not out here, and they're not so close to my face. I have to be able to throw a punch and to block with these fists. Let's go back at ease. Add attention. Defensive stance. Ready? Set. Right leg back, body turns, hands come up. Make sure those knees are bent. The weight distribution is 50-50. You don't want to be too much on one leg or too much on the other. Now, to really start to get a good leg workout from this, switch. Aha! Your hand switch, your leg switch. Your brain has to work to get that right. Switch again. Switch. Switch. Do that about 20 times. Catch your breath, and then get a good stretch. At ease. Add attention. So let's do a few stretches. One stretch that I really love because it stretches one side and it actually works the other side is side stretches. So we'll go to ready. Make sure your knees are bent. Put both hands above your hips, right on your waist. You're going to bring your right arm up. Lean, 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 lean towards your left side. Now push that right arm. Try to push your palm out and hold this for a few seconds. You're actually getting a really good stretch on your right side and you're working your left side. And bring it up. Left arm up. Lean towards your right and push with that left arm. Open up your palm. Remember, most stretches should be held for 30 seconds. We're going to cut this a little short so that we can move on to some stretches for your arms again. So now, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. I'm going to stay in that ready stance. So my knees are bent, rear end's tucked in slightly. I'm going to grab my wrist in the back and try to lift up, roll those shoulders back. We did this in the first episode. This is what it looks like from the side. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to reach our wrist. We're going to pull forward. Let your shoulder blades come apart. Really round out your back. And bring it down. So I can't wait to see you back again in episode 4. Until then, be sweet. Boost.